Hi, I'm Omar Zenhom for Tuts Plus. And in this three-part series, we're going to be talking about marketing your new online business. The internet is a crowded place. There's over 644 million active websites out there. No wonder it's difficult to get anybody's attention when you're first getting started. And it makes sense. Why would somebody pay attention to you if you haven't established your authority yet or shown any credibility? But there's good news. There are ways for your website, for your online business to get noticed. And in this three-part series, we're going to be discussing exactly how to do that. You will learn exactly how to market your new online business at no cost other than your time, creativity, and effort. In this series, I'm going to arm you with a plan of action along with a workbook. So let's get started. In this first video, we're going to be talking about preparing your online business for marketing. Before you start marketing and telling the world about your business, you need to make sure you have something ready to offer them, something for them to see when they come to your website. You need to have some content for them to understand what you're all about. Speaking of content, content is the reason why people are attracted to certain businesses online. They make a connection through the content, through whatever you tell them on your website. The first thing you want to talk about is preparing your website before inviting visitors over, right? I wouldn't invite somebody over my house unless I had something to offer them, right? I wouldn't say, come over my house for a party, and when they get there, I just give them a glass of water or nothing at all, right? So many of us, when we start online businesses, we start marketing and we don't really have anything to offer when they get to our website. So there's a few things we need to offer them when people arrive to our website. You need to be very clear about what you're all about, so when people visit your website, they know what exactly you stand for. So your opening headline, your opening image, whatever it is that the first thing that people see when they land on your website, it needs to be crystal clear what you're about. There is no time to be cute or vague or funny. You need to get their attention and explain exactly what you do. You have a limited time online. Most people, when they get to any new website, they have their mouse hovering over the back button. So you need to make sure that you get their attention and you explain what you're all about very quickly in a concise way. So we're talking about 1 or 2 headlines. The second thing is you have to answer your visitor's question, why should I care? What is in it for me? Like, why am I supposed to pay attention right now? So you could do that through content, through education, educating them through blog posts, through articles, through tutorials. Whatever it is, on your homepage, you should offer some information that educates your customers about your market, about what you do. And you could do this in any industry, even if you're selling physical products, not informational products. So if you're selling, let's say, fancy ties, neckties for men, right? You can give some information about what is the best tie for each occasion. You know, what should you wear on an interview? What should you wear on a night out on the town? Whatever it is, you can educate your customers about whatever you do and how you can use your product. Now, many people do this through an email opt-in. So they say, hey, please subscribe to my website. It doesn't matter if they're a blog or if they're selling something online, physical or an informational product, but they have some sort of mailing list where you can create a relationship with your customers. So you say, hey, I got this great ebook for free for you, or I have this great article or a bunch of videos I would like to offer for free in exchange for your email address. This is a great idea. A lot of people understand that email is very, very powerful when it comes to online business. It's the most effective way to market. So you're going to want to grab their email address in exchange for something of value. You have to give them something that is compelling, something that your market or your customer, your ideal customer, would be interested in. And just say, hey, I'm offering this for you. You can get access to it by just giving me your email address. So you're going to need to set some time aside to build your freemium, to build your ebook or your series of videos that you're going to be offering for free in exchange for your visitor's email. With your freemium, with your blog posts and all the content you have on your website, educating your customers, you'll have some pieces of content to market with. So before you start marketing, you have to have something to market with. So you can go on social media or other platforms that we'll talk about and talk about your business and add value to your potential customer instead of just saying, hey, this is my business and I have a sale, and it's just really spammy. Instead, you want to help your potential customer out with some valuable content, and this is the stage where you build that content. So now that you've prepared something to market with, the next thing you want to do is create authority. Now, the best way to create authority on your website is to have some sort of testimonials on your website. Now, a lot of people say, I'm just getting started. How do I get testimonials? I haven't had my first client yet. Well, the best way to get testimonials at the beginning when you have nothing is to offer your services for a very minimal cost, or offer your product for a very minimal cost in exchange for a testimonial from somebody who wants to try you out, right? Or you can even ask people who have opted into your email list for your freemium to say, hey, what did you think of my ebook or whatever you offered them? And they can give you a testimonial exchange so you can put that on your website. You need to show visitors that not just you think that your business is great. You need to show that other people that have interacted with you, have used your products, think what you offer is of value. Just a few testimonials, 3 or 4, is just enough for you to get started, to have on your website so people can see some pictures, they can see some quotes of people that have worked with you before. We're going to get into detail later on about this topic, but I want to touch on it right now. Once you start getting some email addresses, some comments, some feedback from the customers that have interacted with your website, right? You want to take those efforts and convert them and build relationships with them. So a lot of people, once they've gotten their email address, they just start telling them about their products and services, and they start badgering them with their latest sale. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to take the time to cultivate a relationship with your customers. Continue to give them value. Continue to give them things that they find useful. Then after giving value about 3 or 4 times, you can start talking about some things that you offer. Say, I know that you've enjoyed some of the things I've given you for free. This is something that I sell. This is what it costs. This may interest you. It's a very soft sale, but it's an easy way to convert your visitors into customers or your subscribers into customers. We're going to talk more about this in detail later on, but I just wanted to give you a holistic picture right now. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is content is so important online for many reasons. The first reason is that Google loves content, written content, video content, right? It loves when you are providing good content on a topic, and therefore you get indexed very well on Google. Now, this may take some time and it may take a lot of content for Google to recognize that your website is an authority, but you should get started. A lot of people, when they get started, they don't realize the power of content. Content also helps other people understand who you are. It also makes something shareable. So when somebody reads a piece of content on your website, an article, a blog, they will be inclined to email to other people, to share it on Twitter, to share it on Facebook, on social media. So content creates a lot of traction. It creates a lot of attention. So in the beginning, before you start thinking of ways to go out and market, think of building as much content as you can in the beginning, as much as possible. Have some good articles on your website, on your blog. Have something for people when they come to see you, they can say, wow, this person knows what they're talking about. This is really well written. This is really well thought out, and I want to know more. One of the best examples of this is Wistia.com. Wistia is a self-video hosting company. Now, they do a great job in terms of content marketing. They've built a library of great videos and articles on their blog that are free. I recommend this to anybody who's looking to do any kind of video marketing, is to check out their website. They do a good job of marketing their services, which is their video hosting, by showing you great tips on how to shoot video. They encourage you to be able to shoot video by yourself, and therefore you have these videos you want to host, you're going to go back to Wistia to do it because they've been so helpful, right? They've been so encouraging, and they're really fun, and their brand is just really great, and they get to showcase how fun they are and their brand through their blog, through these tutorials. Without all that great free content, people wouldn't know what they're all about. Now, I don't want you to get overwhelmed. You don't need thousands and thousands of blog posts before you start marketing. You can have 8 to 10 blog posts, and you can combine them with some video posts, some written posts, as well as you need to have your opt-in ready. So when people give their email address, you have something in exchange to give them. We talked about this before, like your ebook or your video series. With those two things, your content, your blog post, along with your opt-in, you can get ready to start marketing and start talking about your business because you have something to offer of value. You can talk about some of the posts that you've written and some of the things that you're offering. With this great content on your hands, you can start building a raving fan audience. you can start connecting with people with your information and therefore taking those fans and turning them into customers. In the next video in this series, we're going to be talking about multi-content marketing, all the different ways you can market, building your blog, having a podcast, video marketing, social media, all these different things and more when we get to that next video. I'll see you guys then. Take care.